essay by Professor Spike Peterson of the University of California entitled, I think, Why the Meaning of Gender Matters. She talks about the need for feminist scholars to always use is decontextualize rationalism and to reject objectivity. Now, how can you, in any meaningful sense, in your opinion, engage in a beneficial discussion debate with anybody who doesn't see the merits of objective thought and rationalism?
Yeah. I don't know the answer to that. And if anybody has the answer, let me know. I share your puzzlement.
Yes, I would like to know your opinion about the possible influence of Saudi oil money in humanistic studies in North America and in Western Europe.
Well, certainly the Saudis have spent a lot of money, and this is not something I really get into in this book at all, but they've spent a lot of money funding Middle East study centers, as you may know. And there's one at Georgetown is a big one well, the one at Georgetown is, what is the man's name? I can't remember the man's name. Oh, of course, Esposito. How could I forget my friend Mr. Esposito? Yeah, who is basically, he's a tool of the Saudis. He's been enriched by them. His pockets have been filled with money. And when the Saudis donated, the Saudi prince donated the however many millions of dollars it was to build that center. One of the provisos was that Esposito would be running it. And this is a guy who before 9/11 wrote a book called The Islamic Threat, ? And the whole premise of the book was there's no threat. And instead, after 9/11, if there had been if he'd had any decency, they'd gone to live on a island in the middle of the Pacific somewhere. And if there'd been any rationality in the university, he'd be out of a job. But instead, he's still considered a respectable expert on Middle East studies, and he's only one of many, and the number is multiplying. And before too long, anybody who teaches quote unquote Middle Eastern studies and at least in the United States is going to basically just be a propaganda instrument of the Saudis. So, which is not at all something that I deal with in this book, but it's a very big problem.
I'm sorry, I'm really sorry for we've been waiting to ask you a question, but Fred asked me to wind things down, to encourage you to buy the Victims Revolution if you'd like to carry on this conversation.
I'll be outside.